out to do the mock election for Marshall Middle School. Two different colored pencils are needed, one for Trump, one for Clinton. So, we were going to start on the East Coast and kind of work our way over like the real world, but since we're really not the real world, we're going to start with the lowest and work up to the highest. So, what is our first state?
Alaska.
Alaska. You're going to have to speak up because they're not going to be able to hear you. And what's the nickname for Alaska?
The last frontier.
The last frontier. Did you know that there are 3 million lakes, 29 volcanoes, and more than 100,000 glaciers in Alaska? Me either. All right, so Mr. Jackson is the governor of Alaska. There are 3 electoral votes. We have 13 for Clinton, 4 for Trump. So Alaska will be Democratic. All right, what's next?
Montana.
Montana is the treasure state, the governor, Mr. Platts. Do you know that Montana has 3 times as many cows as they have people? Well, Mr. Platts, I'm so glad you sealed this up for me. We're going to have to work on that 8th grade up there. All right, Hillary Clinton, 11, Donald Trump, 5. So, Montana, blue. All right, what do we have next?
North Dakota. Peace Garden State.
The Peace Garden State. Well, Mrs. Hintz is the governor of that. Do you know that in North Dakota we have the geographic center of North America? All right. 3 electoral votes for North Dakota. Clinton 13, Trump 3. North Dakota, blue. Got the ballot. What do we have next?
South Dakota, Mount Rushmore State.
Mrs. Briggs is the governor of South Dakota. She also sealed this up. Kind of sad though, in South Dakota we have the lowest standard of living on an Indian reservation with life expectancy at 48, only lower in Haiti. However, boy, Mrs. Briggs, you were really worried, weren't you? Okay. Okay. So, we have 12 for Clinton, 4 for Trump, 3 electoral votes for North Dakota. Wyoming, huh? What do we call Wyoming?
The equality/cowboy state.
The equality, well, they're equality because they were the first state to have women vote. But they do have the lowest population in the country. Probably why there's only 2 escalators on the whole state. Mr. T was also worried I would peek. Oh, this is getting to be a lot of work. All right, let's see, Wyoming 3, 13 Clinton, 4 Trump. Are you paying attention? You do have a job to do. Wyoming. All right.
Vermont, the Green Mountain State.
Vermont. Oh, look at Mrs. Murphy, the governor. She trusted me. They have the smallest state capital in the whole country, less than 9,000 people. Vermont, 17 Clinton, 2 Trump. Lacey, are you getting the count here?
Yes.
Vermont. That's on the East Coast. All right. Delaware, governor, the first state. Governor Womack. Let's see. They held the first American beauty pageant in the country. 1800s. One of the judges was Thomas Edison. I bet he lit up that stage. Did it? No? Okay. Figured someone would get my humor. Okay. Besides the 8th grade. All right, Delaware, 10 Clinton, 5 Trump. What do we have?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's the front office. That's the boss. Do you know that there's 35 bathrooms in the White House? Yeah, well, that way if you have to go. All right, let's see how they did. Washington, D.C. is the District of Columbia. 7 Clinton, 5 Trump.
Hawaii, the Aloha State.
Oh, governor's Mrs. Easton. She probably won't come back. Do you know that one post office there, you can send coconuts, all decorated and colorful, without paying any packaging price or having to box them up? And oh, by the way, they eat more spam than any other state in our country. Big spam eaters. 13 Clinton, 5 Trump. What do we have?
Maine, the Pine Tree State.
Oh, Miss Schneider, the Pine Tree State. Do you know what their state flower is? The pine cone. I know, doesn't make sense, but that's the truth. All right. She never counted, Miss Schneider. I'm gonna have to come back to Maine. Okay,
Rhode Island.
okay.
The ocean.
The Ocean State. Okay, that would be Miss Stefano. And let's see, they were the first to breed red chickens. How's that for an interesting thing? Rhode Island. Rhode Island had 12 Clinton, 3 Trump.
Idaho, the gem state.
Idaho, Governor Casper. Do you know that there's a small place in Yellowstone Park where, not that I want any of you to go there, but where you will not be able to be convicted for a crime. Must be a free zone. And by the way, on New Year's Eve, they don't drop the ball, they drop a potato. So we have 3 for Clinton and 2 for Trump. Ooh, that's a close one.
New Hampshire, the granite.
Governor Clutson, probably like a dictatorship there. Well, in New Hampshire, they had this group of Robin Hooders. They went around and they paid everybody's, like, when their parking meters would go, before they expire, they'd pay them. Well, the city sued them because they were losing all this money. All right, Clinton 11, Donald Trump 9.
New Mexico, land of enchantment.
Oh, New Mexico, Governor Graves. Do you know that nobody graduated from the first state university in New Mexico? Is that New Mexico? Yeah, there was one person in the class, and he was murdered before he got his cap and gown on, so no one graduated. Mr. Graves? Well, let's see what we have here. 10 Clinton, 5 Trump. Thank you, Governor Graves.
West Virginia, the mountain state.
You know how to say that? Vizier? Help me, 8th grade. Bizower? Bisour. Sorry, Governor. Virginia, the mountain state. Do you know that there's a city in West Virginia that has more pizza joints in just that one city than the whole state has gyms to work out in? Makes you wonder. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So 5 Clinton, 6 Trump. Nice job.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Nebraska, the Cornhusker state.
Yeah, this is Governor Ramsdell, and there are things about him we're concerned, like this could be Governor Fraud. He just sticks these little extra votes on. We don't really know, that weren't in the original. Yeah, this is the only state in the country that has a roller skating museum. Pretty exciting. Oh, by the way, it's a landlocked country, means there's no water, and they have a navy. What do you think they do? I don't know either. Do you think we should count these absentee ballots from Mr. Ramsdell, or do you think, no, he's worried about the health? All right, 15 Clinton, 4 Trump, and 1 vote for Roman noodles. I got enough. Okay.
Kansas, the sunflower state.
Oh, Kansas. Oh, we've got 3 governors there because they're fighting over who's going to control Olin, Heinz, or Hannawell. Oh, look, we got a signature. This one's really serious. So this is Kansas. Do you know that in Kansas you can't hit a vending machine even if it takes your money? You can't hit it. You don't have the right. And Kansas, their train is flat as a pancake. Okay, Kansas. They kind of combined it. I'm a little confused. Oh, look, I got a vote. I could be president. Michelle Obama has 2, though. She beat me. We're going to have to figure this out. Another one. No voter fraud. We'll get through this.
Nevada, the silver state.
Governor. Oh, Nevada, the silver state. You know there's 1 slot machine for every 8 people in Nevada? Okay, Governor Lean, let's see what we have. 7 Clinton, 11 Trump. Always gambling.
Utah, the beehive state.
By Governor Ford. You know you have, in your state, you have the largest natural bridge in the world. They call it the Rainbow Bridge, 290 feet high, 270 feet across, 13 Clinton, 4 Trump. Utah. How's our maps coming along?
Mississippi, the magnolia state.
Okay, Rents. We have in Mississippi, in the 1800s, There was, no, actually it wasn't that. It was during World War II. I think there's a difference. There was a phantom barber. He'd go around and he'd go sneak into people's houses, and especially blonde girls, and he'd cut their hair. So they'd wake up in the morning and they'd have half their hair gone or their hair cut. They never caught the person, and that's what Mississippi is known for. All right, we have 14 Clinton, 1 Trump.
Arkansas, the natural state.
That's from Erickson, right? Governor Erickson? Yeah. Claimed she never got her ballots. We don't even know if these are real. You know, there is a law in Arkansas that specifically states you cannot push a moose out of an airplane. Just saying. They also have a school for the deaf, and their mascot is a leopard, no relation to the rock band Def Leppard. So. I don't like that one. Oh, that was pretty good. All right, 11 Clinton, 4 Trump, 2 others.
Oregon, the beaver state.
Oh, Governor Lieback, do you know in Oregon they have the smallest national park in the country? It's like 452 inches across. You know what they built it for? Well, they built it in Portland on St. Patty's Day, and they built it for leprechauns and snail races. Seems like there's something about Governor Lieback and leprechauns. Huh, you'll have to ask him. I amuse myself. Okay, so we have 13 Clinton, 7 Trump.
Oklahoma, the Sooner state.
Oh, that's Mr. Furman's favorite musical. Do you know that in Oklahoma, their state vegetable is the watermelon? I know, I don't understand it. Also, that the person who lives in Oklahoma is the only person in the country to be hit by space junk, something that fell from a rocket. She's okay, in case you were worried. 15 Clinton, 2 Trump.
Connecticut, the Constitution state.
Oh, Governor Robinson. You know, in Connecticut, they have these standards for pickles, and it's not considered a pickle unless it bounces. Yep. Also in Connecticut, this is a really happening state, there was a cat that was sentenced to house arrest. You know why? The cat was terrorizing the neighborhood. So they had to, he was freed after a few years. 14 Clinton, 3 Trump.
Kentucky, the bluegrass state.
Oh, okay, Governor Reef. Do you know in Kentucky you can't marry the same man 4 times? It's against the law. Just saying. All right, in Kentucky, 13 Clinton, 4 Trump.
Louisiana, the Pelican state.
Oh, that would be Governor Salemi. Do you know that there's a whopping 1 out of 86 people that are in their prison system in Louisiana? But on a good note, they do have a public golf course in the prison grounds. So you can go play golf with your family. Okay, Salemi. Governor, sorry. All right. 17 Clinton, 3 Trump.
Alabama,
Alabama.
Yellowhammer state.
The Yellowhammer State. Okay, Governor Hannah Downing. Do you know that there's a store in Alabama that sells all unclaimed baggage from airports? That could be like, what is that one show where they go into those storage units, storage wars? This could be baggage wars. 5 Clinton, 1 Trump.
Colorado, the Continental state.
Yeah, that's Miss Schneider from 6th grade. Do you know that every year in Colorado, in this one town, they have this celebration of this frozen dead guy in a barn? They've done it for years, and so when the government said, you know, you're going to have to take that dead guy out of your barn, the whole town objected. They had a big demonstration, so they still have the dead guy in the barn. That's all we want to talk about with Colorado. Colorado has 11 Clinton, 5 Trump.
South Carolina, the Palmetto state.
All right, Governor Westcott, what about South Carolina? Do you know that there's an island off of South Carolina that is filled with wild monkeys? Oh, you made it sound like a monkey. That's kind of cute. Also, just for you, in case you wanted to know, that you can't sell musical instruments on a Sunday in South Carolina. So you'll have to sell on any other day of the week. 1, 2, 3 Clinton, 4 Trump. Am I moving too fast for you? Are you doing okay? Yeah. All right.
Wisconsin, the Badger state.
Oh, Governor Ashenfelter. She probably super glued this. Boy, Wisconsin's so exciting. Did you know that the typewriter was invented in Wisconsin? Yeah, the guy in Milwaukee. And, oh, of course, we produce more milk than anybody else, 23 billion gallons a year. We also have an upside-down White House. I don't know why that was important to mention, but they did. 8 Clinton, 7 Trump.
Missouri, the show me state.
Okay, Governor Converse, because you know that they have the tallest man-made monument in the United States. 8 different states touch Missouri. They have more than 6,000 caves. So don't go there, get scared. 7 Clinton, 11 Trump.
Minnesota, the North Star state.
Minnesota, Governor Simon. Do you know that Spam is produced in Minnesota? You're welcome, Hawaii. Because Hawaii eats it. Did you remember that fact?
Okay, what happened?
What's wrong?
We just need to do fact check, just a quick fact check, Bree. What was after Wisconsin?
Missouri.
Missouri, not Michigan.
No.
So we need to undo. Do we know how to undo?
We can't undo it.
Can't undo.
But we'll,
We need to,
We'll jump
Missouri
ahead.
went where?
Okay. Right.
Missouri went red, so fix Missouri, make that red. And then we are gonna jump to Michigan. So Missouri, right there.
Oh,
Yeah, that should be red.
you see
Thank
Michigan?
you. And then let's fix Michigan.
Oh, there it is. You know, this is from Governor Guntz. His envelope's upside down. I wonder whose fault that was. Probably mine. Let's do Minnesota quick. They had 15 Clinton, 6 Trump. Sorry, Governor Simon, didn't mean to interrupt your state.
Thank you.
Do you know that in Michigan, they have a university?
Wait, that was Minnesota.
oh yeah.
So MN,
Okay,
now we're on Michigan.
okay, now we're on Michigan. Do you know that in Michigan, they have a university in the state that offers a license to hunt unicorns?
Yeah.
11 Clinton, 8 Trump. So you're good.
You're good.
Maryland, the old line state.
Old line or old line? Oh, sorry, Governor Stuckey. Do you know that in Maryland they have a toilet tax? And for the privilege of having a toilet in your home, you pay $2.50 a month. So 15 Clinton, 4 Trump. Oh,
Arizona, the Grand Canyon state.
okay, Officer Kobe. She's only a governor. You know, it's kind of interesting in Arizona that if you're being attacked by an assailant, the only way you can defend yourself is to use the same weapon they're using. So if you're attacked with a knife, oh, thanks, Mrs. Taylor. That's all you can use to defend yourself. So, oh, you know, we had a tie here, so they did a coin flip. Clinton.
Indiana, the Hoosier state.
Okay, Governor Morgan. Do you know baseball was born in Fort Wayne? Kind of interesting here. And they also had the very first train robbery happened in Indiana in 1866. So don't worry about taking the train there today. That was a while ago. 7 Clinton, 8 Trump.
Tennessee, the volunteer state.
All right, Governor Van Tassel. Let's see. Do you know that in the books, it still states that hanging is possible if you steal a horse? That could be one of your punishments. Just saying. Clinton 12, Donald Trump 4. There's a lot of states.
Massachusetts, the Bay state.
All right, Governor Gill. They were the first ones to have the World Series. Didn't have the Cubs in it though. And lobster was so abundant, they used to feed slaves and prisoners lobster for meals because they had so much left over. 8 Clinton, 12 Trump.
Washington, the Evergreen state.
Oh, Governor Riley. She goes there. So it's the only state named after a president.
I don't know. What was the one you just did?
Indiana. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts? Oh yeah, Massachusetts, because they have extra lobster. M8.
She's already got MA.
Okay.
So did we do Maine?
No, we haven't done Maine. It's still up there.
MA is Maine.
All right, 14 Clinton, 6 Trump.
Virginia, the old Dominion state.
Okay, that was Washington.
Washington.
Fact check.
Washington
Clinton.
had Clinton. We will send you an updated chart. So Governor Random is in Virginia. They have the longest steel arch bridge in the country, 1,700 feet long. It's a pretty exciting state you have there, Random. Thank you, Random. So 16 Clinton, 4 Trump, and this is Virginia.
New Jersey, the Garden State.
Oh, Governor Reese. Okay. You know, in a 25-mile radius in New Jersey, there are 7 major shopping malls. Sounds like a trip I should take. I think I'm getting tired of hope. It's not like quite like presents. 6 Clinton, 2 Trump.
North Carolina, the Tar Heel State.
Tar Heels. Saying you can't read my writing? Governor Bellinger. Well, just so you know, in North Carolina, you are not allowed to plow your cotton fields with an elephant. So you're gonna have to use something else. It's against the law. I don't know where these laws come from. All right, so we have 13 Clinton, 4 Trump. North Carolina. So if you could scroll just a little bit right here, just pull. So we can see where we're, okay, right here, so we can see where we're,
Georgia, the Peach State.
all right, Governor Donahue, look, she trusts me. In Georgia, members of the state assembly, yeah, they're exempt from any speeding tickets if they're on their way to their job. The police cannot give them a ticket. Oh, she's gonna make me count all those tallies? 5, 10, 15 for Clinton, 4 for Trump. That is Georgia.
Ohio, the Buckeye State.
You know, this is kind of an example of, we saved all the big states for the end. All right, Governor Berg. This is the state that was the first to have electric traffic lights. They were invented and installed in Cleveland. I don't really like them here. I think I hit every one, and they turn red when I get there. Okay, 11 Clinton, 12 Trump for the state of Ohio.
Pennsylvania, the Keystone State.
Oh, there's 2 governors here too. They have another problem sharing power with L. Johnson and Ratton. So they were the first ever to publish a magazine. Not that exciting. They have a city called Hershey's. Guess what's made there? So that's why it's called the sweetest place on earth. Seriously? Okay, governors of Pennsylvania, we needed a count. We just know Trump won, but we have no idea. We have to do we have to save this. We'll have to go walk there. Trump is Pennsylvania. Okay.
Illinois, the Prairie State.
All right, Governor Remley. Do you know that ice cream sundaes were invented in Illinois? But people had a little bit of a problem with you naming a dessert after the holy day or the Sabbath day, so they changed the spelling of Sunday. So it's not. All right, never mind. 14 Clinton, 4 Trump. Oh, that was probably really loud, sorry.
Florida, the Sunshine State.
Oh, I like her maiden name better, so I'm just going to go with Governor Mason. Reith Miller. Why aren't you hyping it? Mason Reith Miller. Okay, so they found remains of human civilizations in some sort of bog there in Florida that they say is old as ancient Egypt. There you go, 6th grade curriculum. 15 Clinton, 4 Trump. You're going to have quite a mess here in this MLC. All right, Governor Helbing in Texas. Did you tell us already it was no? What is this?
The Lone Star
Oh,
State.
right. Do you know that there's more than 30,000 legally owned machine guns in Texas? My daughter left there for this morning. Well, you know, there was this assemblyman that didn't feel that the government ever read the bills. They just passed them through. So one day he had this bill to honor a person by the name of Albert DeSalvo. He was the Boston, wait, can't be the Boston Strangler. Yeah, and they still did it. Wonder why that's happening. Boston isn't in Texas, in case you didn't know. Hillary Clinton 9, Donald Trump 10.
New York, the Empire State.
Oh, this would be Governor Bayrider. Do you know that the Sunday edition of the New York Times takes 75,000 trees? They should just go digital. Don't you think? How's it looking? Oh, we already have a winner. Don't look. All right. 6 for Clinton, 5 for Trump. Also a coin flip, actually.
California is
Is that
the
New York?
Golden State.
Yeah,
Fact check, was that New York?
that was New York. Yeah, now California has 2 governors. It was Governor Garvin, but I kind of had to go in there. Not that he needed help, but we needed a state. So, do you know that Hollywood was initially formed because all the films were being made in New Jersey? And Thomas Edison had all these patents, so nobody could make any money. So they went all the way west to make films so that they could make money and not have Thomas Edison take all their money. They're also the only state to have 19 sport teams. That gives us something to do in California, besides visit Mrs. Clutson's family. So we have 19 for Clinton and 14 for Trump. See, we have a little problem over here. Okay, we have Maine, and we have to count theirs, okay? And, and then they mixed up Kansas and Iowa, so I guess it's 15 for Clinton and 16 for Trump. So we'll give them both to Trump. Yep, Iowa and Kansas.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, it's right there. Then I owe Governor Schneider an apology. Sorry, Governor Schneider. We have yours. We just wanted to save the best for almost last. 9 for Clinton, 8 for Trump. And then, did we talk about Iowa? Do you know that in Iowa, if you're a man with a mustache, you can't kiss a woman in public? Shave your mustache and you can. I don't make this stuff up. Of course, in Iowa, they also host a yearly hobo convention. We did talk about Kansas, though, right? That you can't hit the vending machine. All right, so are we done? So, teachers, I will send a chart with all the popular vote so that we can also compare popular to electoral. And at this time, it looks like our new Marshall Middle School president would be Hillary Clinton. Thank you. I'll see you, well, maybe I don't know if I'll see you in 4 years. Will you be here in 4 years? Probably not? Okay. Thank you.